Hey there, this is Jumpin' Jill with CoachellaValley.com, and we're out here exploring with...
I'm Daniel Burr.
And I'm Mike Hayes, photographer.
And where are we, guys?
Big Morongo Canyon Preserve.
We are on the Marsh Trail. If you watched our live broadcast, this is where we started on the Marsh Trail, and we lost signal, so we are continuing our journey.
We have a lot of cottonwoods over here. What I like about them is the leaves flutter to help capture more sunlight.
Wow.
And they grow 80 feet tall, they can, in here.
As opposed to other leaves that don't flutter in the wind. I don't know.
No, you watch them, they flutter.
Yeah.
I read that on the internet, so it's a fact.
It's got to be true if it's on the internet.
It's true, it was on the internet.
Fact check us.
Look at that. Those trees are actually growing up out of the ground.
Out of the ground.
Unbelievable.
Ground trees?
That's incredible.
That is incredible. Look,
That is
fluttering
incredible.
leaves right there.
Oh my
Yeah,
word.
no, those aren't fluttering like those. Look, check the fluttering leaves. You can even hear them.
That's
Much more fluttery than these.
And it's a directional mic, so I don't think anyone's hearing anything.
Oh, they can't hear the flutter? You guys don't hear the flutter?
Just like you can't smell.
All right, all you guys,
Save you some suspense. Go outside in the wind. That's what it sounds like.
you know what? That is a bench, and that's for relaxing. So if
Another
you're,
relaxing
yes,
bench.
if you've been traveling and you're a little tired, this is the place you'd want to relax. Actually, 3 people could fit here.
Is that an invitation?
Yes.
Mike, sit next to your wife.
Oh, okay.
Have a seat. What, are you scared of me, Daniel?
No, I'm not scared of you.
Oh, he's scared of me.
it's-
That looks
safer that
perfect.
way.
I actually very comfortable here. This works out nice. Nice, very nice.
What did you have for dinner?
But anyway, this is a very popular bird watching place. So people sit down on these benches. They'll have their tripod, their telescope, or long lens and telephoto lens, and they'll go out and they get some great pictures of birds. So.
And you got a list here. You can mark them off as you find them. Birds of Big Morongo Canyon Preserve. All the birds that have been seen out here.
We've seen one.
One.
We
have seen one.
We've seen one.
We've seen one.
Oh, the blue jay.
Yeah, which
I don't
one?
know if that's the friendly blue jay. We're still looking for the friendly blue jay.
Apparently, there's a blue jay that will come and eat out of your hands.
Yes.
According to Jill. Fact check
According
that.
to the internet.
Fact check that.
Back to the
Again,
internet.
it's the internet.
Yeah, we are asking you to go to CoachellaValley.com to fact check all facts.
If any of you have seen this bird or heard of it, please back me up, okay? Because these guys are teasing me.
See, look at down here. There's some water,
Yeah.
not very
Right,
nice.
a little bit of water.
But see the marsh
That
kind
looks
of.
like cattail, I think. Is that cattail?
It looks
yeah,
like
there is
it.
a little bit left right
Yeah,
up there.
looks like cattail. And then that rusty looking water does not look very nice, but we have found some of the flowing water.
So you were saying this is why it's called Marsh Trail?
This is the Marsh Trail, yeah. There's
Year-round
Yeah, see,
water.
there's quite a bit. That could be just from the rain that we had recently.
What is with the
That's
rust
running, though.
color?
That's a steam.
What
Good question.
do we
Does
do
anybody
we have
know
any
that?
idea what the rust color might be?
Some minerals in the rock.
Perhaps, yes.
And you can kind of
Oh,
see
look
there's
at
like a
that.
little
Oh.
measuring tape that shows you the depth of the water. Right now it's below it
Yeah,
still because there's not much in there.
We'd be underwater if it was
Yeah.
I've been here when, this is years ago, but I've been here where the water was right just below the boardwalk. Down here, just literally full. It was beautiful.
Wow.
So we're hoping that, you know, we're in a drought. So hopefully when the drought ends, we'll be back to those conditions.
So now, when the water is high, are there a lot more? Is there a lot more wildlife out here?
You know, good question. I imagine there will be, because obviously water is life and it attracts animals.
Right, and that's the reason that this gets so many wildlife, is because of the year-round water.
So I have a quick question right now. I noticed that the canopy is all of a sudden disappeared in this particular area. I don't know if you can show up the sky a little bit, and it just seems to open up. What makes the difference between all the tree growth and non-tree growth? Are we moving toward elevation where water is running
Yes.
downhill, and so therefore at the
To be
lower?
that way.
Interesting.
We are at a slant.
It could be, and there was a fire a few years ago that devastated this area, and so a lot of this is new growth.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, there was a fire. I forgot about that. And
Yeah.
it even burned some of the boardwalk.
Yep.
Remember, it was a section of it was burnt.
So Coachella Valley, this really is a classic day trip hike where you can come up out of Coachella Valley, out of Palm Springs, come up here with your family, and really enjoy just a incredible wilderness space right off the freeway. I mean, it is, you pull into the parking lot and then you just magically kind of come into this incredible space.
Earlier, you were telling us what kind of wildlife is out here. Can you tell us again?
Yeah, I mean, there's some that are rare, and then there's some that are most commonly spotted. Common are deer, lots of lizards, like she was just mentioning. Snakes are very common out here. There's mountain lion, bobcat, raccoons, spotted owls, different types of bird of prey. All are out here. This is a very popular bird kind of migration area. And we're coming up, so if you were in a wheelchair at this point, I said how wheelchair accessible these trails generally are, and for the most part they are. We're coming up to an area though that you wouldn't be able to go to, so you would probably want to turn around. There's tons of trails that you can take. So this is going to be the first part of the trail that we end the boardwalk and are going to go actually on a dirt trail. But you can kind of see, I'm not sure I think it's animals. I'm not
I know,
sure
that's
what
what I'm
causes
thinking.
all
Maybe
of this vegetation to kind of be flattened down.
Maybe the mule deer?
Let's take some guesses.
It could be mule deer.
Right
See
there?
right here, the water. Yeah, the water's over here. On
If I could get to that, I would show you how, I don't know if you know how that thing is. They explode.
cattails?
The cattails. Ever seen them? When they get to a certain temperature, they explode. And it's a mess. I had them in the house once as a decoration. It got hot, it exploded. And the seeds in that, a million seeds just fly all over.
kind of like a dandelion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they blow and they.
Yeah, I guess they could, yeah, kind of.
All right, I guess I
Kind
was
of.
wrong. Sorry, Joe. So,
Well, it does blow.
see some of the trees that were burned down in the fire, and as we come ahead, you'll see some of the charred.
Yeah. You can see all the trees that burnt that are down now. This it's just interesting yet to see how the desert is just right there.
Yeah.
And you have this lush area just right there. It's just awesome.
And then you got another resting place right out here
Yeah,
where you can
whoa.
relax right in the middle of
And
this
that one's a
marshy
really-
Are we
area.
headed over
Yeah,
there?
we're headed that way.
Good, because I need to sit. I'm so tired. That they've only been introduced recently, and I'm sure by birds because we're not planting anything in here.
Wow.
So as you've noticed, there's not too many. It's not like a palm oasis in here yet.
Yeah, I mean, like,
You would think so though, because once they seem to root, they'll take over.
They do, yeah. We were just told that every Wednesday they have birdwatch guided tours. So if you are interested, if you Google Big Morongo Canyon, you can go to their website, and I'm sure that they have their calendar and more information.
And if you want to see more animals, I did hear early mornings are better to see the bighorn and the mule deer.
Yep, in the evenings too. I usually come up before sunset. They close the gate at sunset, so make sure you're up here before that. But I've come on this trail further down on the Mesquite Trail, and I've seen several mule deer. It's pretty neat to see. So
You can see a little more of the burn.
yeah, there's some of the wood, the trees that have burned. And in just a minute, we're going to go up to that peak up there. If you want to see, that's the Ridge Trail, Yucca Ridge Trail. We'll go up there, and you'll get a great view of the entire preserve.
And don't forget to show the Coke holders or cup holders or
Coke
coffee or
holders.
whatever is your.
They do have cup holders.
Right.
So.
Choice
Jill,
of-
can we get a jump?
Oh, hey, let's get on this thing. Let's jump
Yeah.
off.
Ready for the jump.
Let's jump
Okay.
off of this. This
Okay, if
is.
I die. Okay, everyone. All right, you guys.
have it on film.
Get out and explore. We're at Big Morongo
Canyon Preserve.
Canyon Valley or whatever.
Big Morongo Canyon Preserve.
Jump this way over here.
Over here.
Oh, right here. Here we go. Okay, ready?
Better.
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 Good
Now
job.
I gotta find my hat.
All right, this is Daniel Burr with CoachellaValley.com. We're here with Jill Hayes and Mike Hayes, and we are still at the Big Morongo Canyon Preserve. So we are up on the Yucca Ridge Trail, and we're going to pan the camera around so you can actually see the view. You can see the entire Big Morongo Canyon Preserve from up here. What he's focusing on now is the Canyon Trail. If you take that trail all the way down, you'll end up going to Desert Hot Springs. comes out on Indian Canyon. It's about a 9-mile round trip, they say. So as he pans to the right, that continues the preserve. Down there is a little observation deck. You can see some people hanging out down there surrounded by the vegetation. We just were there. And then along this hill over here, that's where we're going to go to next. That continues the Mesquite Trail. So that's a good chance to see wildlife. We can see mule deer, lizards, snakes. So we're hoping that we'll get lucky and be able to get to see those. But it is a beautiful view up here. You can see just the entire preserve from up here. It's a great vantage point. Jill?
There's a bench over here that I can sit in. Now, what was interesting as we came up here is it was a very different landscape. The vegetation changed quickly. I noticed I saw creosote, catclaw acacia, yuccas. So it was very different. Sorry about that, everyone. I was looking at the wrong direction. There was a camera over here, so I looked over there. But yeah, you see a lot of different vegetation just right up above the Big Morongo Valley Preserve. So, and there's a bench over here that I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and try out.